in East Africa and beyond. Whether you're a basketball fan, a music lover, or a fashionista, welcome to the show that satisfies your desires for all of the above. Indeed, you are watching BAQE, hosted by myself, Silalei Award, together with the man with the loudest bark, softest bite, Mr. DNG.
The haters, money has been poured. But you know what, Silalei, I'm not going to allow you to waste our precious viewers' time, so I'm going to go straight while we're here. You hear me?
Okay, all right.
Blade out. Party people, folks at home, welcome to the home ground of the high school basketball powerhouse in East Africa.
Welcome to Laiser Hill Academy, the high school that has generated an incredible number of talented basketball players, some of whom have played in the University League and some who are playing in the country's Premier League.
Some even got their passports tatted up, went overseas, some even made it to the NBA, yo. So without a doubt, this is the most respected institution for nurturing athletic potential.
Now, it's not a coincidence that we are here today. Last week, our theme was basketball development and scouting. And this week, we continue with that theme, as later on in the episode, we'll have a sit-down with NBA Africa's president.
Yes, indeed, he goes by the name Amadou Fall. He was kicking it in the 254, and the BAQE team had an opportunity to hook up with this guy, and we have a comprehensive, in-depth interview later on, so make sure you stay tuned for that.
That's right, that's right.
And in the meantime, it's my pleasure to introduce the first artist profile of season 3.
Absolutely. Basketball has always been closely connected to music, especially hip-hop music.
Yeah.
And DNG, you might not know what a quick hitter versus 1-3-1 zone is.
I do.
But no, you don't.
3-on-3?
No, you don't. But we can both accept who the music expert is. So
yes.
I'm going to let you handle this.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You know, for me, it's all about showbiz, getting money, getting paid, flashy lifestyle. You know how it is.
Are you introducing yourself or?
Aye. Let me go straight to it. This brother I'm about to introduce, yo, he's highly connected to basketball. He's at almost all the games, you know, just cheering, doing his thing, getting him on stage, spitting his rhymes. And this brother is one of the most respected African poets in the continent, one of the wickedest MCs in the 2-5 Fizzy. You know what I'm talking about? Kaka Sungura, aka Rabbit the King.
Rabbit, Kaka Sungura. Okay.
Hip-hop is lifestyle. Tells how this is what I go through. I want to chill. It's a laid back and it's cool. Because also basketball relates with swag and lifestyle, and they have a meeting point. I used to write music secretly, and there was this producer in particular called DJ Loop. He taught me sound engineering. I used to sell the keys to the studio, and Sundays lock myself, record myself. Before they knew, I had a full album, and that was it. From then, I haven't looked back.
Rabbit, Kaka Sungura, Kaka Empire, still alive.
Most of my fan base is in high school, colleges, universities. And that was a platform for me also. Because I wanted to do a tour, and Zuku BAQE came along. So I was like, yo, this is the perfect platform.
So, nice like this, no tomorrow, Niko Ligi. Wako Ligi Ndogo. So.
The response I got before and after that was amazing. Just being on stage, and there's that moment, adrenaline goes up, and then like the crowd is responding, the sound is perfect. There's that feeling you get, you just want to continue and continue the whole night. You can put it in one. I have a couple of selling points, but the one that stands out is my poetry.
Present teacher, the Swahili, Shakespeare. At Newcate, do auction recording zangu na desk pair. Little things to fresh tiny minds. Talk why picky rice.
I like to do things out of the way. So I would really want to leave that legacy that I'm a trendsetter.
Blessings. Hata wakinikazia na uzo kwa streets ka drugs taboo. Fake friends bado wanitikia, wale real wana argue. Nikiwa east.
There's this foundation I've just opened up called Teach Me Foundation, whereby we go outside Nairobi. The schools where they don't have roof, we pick out people, or you volunteer. You say, I love the story behind her. I'm willing to put out this amount of money per term for school fees.
Please listen carefully.
Parents need to be supportive. from sports to music, talent in general. And kids really need to trust yourself and work towards it.
Yo, did you see his performance during the Western Conference playoffs, man? More University, crazy!
Yo, the guy totally destroyed the crowd. And for a celebrity of that stature, he's actually really, really humble. I mean, get this, DNG. Apparently, he actually does a lot of charity work, right?
Yes.
But he doesn't want paparazzi, he doesn't want cameras, pictures taken, or anything like that, because he doesn't want the glory to go to him. He just wants to bless other people.
That's what I'm talking about. This guy's a real humble guy. He's fresh, and he's a guy who's decided, you know what, I'm going to give back to the society, because he came from nowhere. No one helped the guy. He didn't do a collaboration with a big artist to break through now, man. He just did his thing. And Rabbit and I are very passionate about the same things, youth empowerment, youth development. Hustle yako, y'all.
That's what's up, DNG, and we're looking forward to more of his stellar performances in the upcoming season. But now, folks, we've been talking about how there are universities who have just joined the ZUBL this year.
Indeed, and the new kids on the block, we have Nazarene University, Strathmore University, and St. Paul's University.
Now, DNG, get this. There's another school that we've not mentioned.
Which one?
And these guys, Z-Tech University. In fact, the reason why you need to remember that name is because this past weekend, Z-Tech University beat your USIU Tigers.
Now that is broken telephone, because these guys did not beat USIU. We let them win, you know. It's our strategy. Whenever we come across these new guys, we don't know who they are. They've been upgraded from Division 1.
So you're saying it's the Tigers' strategy to lose?
No, to let them win, you see. So we can see how they play. They get their weakness.
No, listen. I heard there's another school that you have heard about.
Ah, yeah. What can I tell you the team you should be focusing on? I've been watching these guys from afar, but they have another center. You think that you're the boss. There's another guy, man, you are 6'2", eh?
Yeah.
6'3". A big guy, but it just keeps getting bigger. Just pulling there, Matumbo Dondo. Is that guy is Nigerian and is the center impenetrable. I'm talking about St. Paul's University. What? Check this out.
Yeah. This is good music, Mzee.
St. Paul is a Christian-based institution. Actually, this school was founded by theology only. Then they started progressing to other courses. So it's the main school of studying theology.
It's a university of academic excellence based on principles of Christian. Yeah, bringing all the people together. Yeah, so apart from playing basketball, it also nurtures you academically and also spiritually.
You have free, reliable Wi-Fi, which you can research, socialize, check the ZUBL blog, even comment on it.
It's a good place to learn, good place to play basketball, so long as you stay focused and know what you came to do here. Yeah.
We have a nice library whereby you can go and study. It's actually e-library. And also we have a nice basketball pitch, as you've seen.
And also a good place to eat. Of course, we cannot forget about the stomach.
I know how you eat.
Like this long salad. You don't like salad.
Guy eats a lot. And he eats so fast. He's waiting for his second plate. See, there's another plate coming for him.
My team is actually, it's a nice team. We have fun together. We got to talk as brothers. And St. Paul is not just a basketball team. It's a brotherhood of different people. People from Kenya, people from South Sudan, people from Nigeria. It's a combination of different kind of people.
St. Paul's University. You're watching BAQE. Discover the passion.
It's a great feeling actually, because previously we were not in the league, so we feel great. We feel actually we represent St. Paul's, because it was actually the only school that was missing in the league. And believe me, by next year, not even next year, give us a month to, we'll be one of the best teams in the league.
And right now we're in the gym. Actually, it is the best sporting facility we have in the St. Paul's. We have the treadmill, we have the body sculpture, as you can see. We have also these other bench for the perform squats. Every time before we go to the court, me and my teammates usually come here, have a good time, but work out at the same time. So we're coming into the gym anytime, anywhere, you're always having access to the machine. Come and work out. The environment is just amazing. Everyone is just excited about these facilities, like wow, I cannot even put into words the gym. Most fair man in the gym is a Nigerian in town. He's called Jude, and he's the iron machine, man. You should see this. Bam! And I told you this thing, eh? Hey, now you see why. Now that's the feared guy. Hey, at you guys really don't know how to do it at practice. Funny guy.
Welcome back to BAQE. We are back at St. Paul's University as the hosts take on last season's underdogs, Technical University of Kenya. Check this out. TUK had a great inaugural season last year, giving the big teams in the ZUBL a run for their money, especially in the playoffs. This year, expectations are high for the scrappy team, but with the addition of talented new teams like St. Paul's, the odds are even more against them for a finals appearance in this season. SPU's number 6, Keith Ondu, making it rain. That's a confident shot that we last saw in Masindi Muliro's Alex Lugasi, and he just might be the new gunslinger of this season's ZUBL. That is TUK's Derek Mbogo with an effortless center drive straight to the basket. TUK have a slight size advantage over the smaller SPU team, and they are using it to their advantage. Number 8, Robert Simiyu from downtown. There's a steal for TUK and a fast break opportunity for number 4, Derek Mbogo. He's a bullet down the court and gets the and one. Simiyu again with a fadeaway J. SPU's Ondu at his sweet spot. Now that's just a beautiful shot, nothing but net. We're gonna have to really keep an eye on this player. TUK responds through the lanky number 15, Peter Mwaura. But Keith Ondu's hot hand is just relentless. He had a total of 4 3-pointers for the game, contributing to more than half of his team's total points. Calvin Opiti with a 3 of his own. And again, back down the court on transition, up and around layup to give his team another 2 points. Number 8, Joseph Ndishu's turn to show what he's got, and this team can shoot. Technical University of Kenya are the more experienced team, however, and know how to take advantage of the fast break opportunities, the give and goes, and the height advantage that allows them to easily shoot over their opponents. Number 10, Aaron Oyer, faced with a 2-on-1 situation but is unperturbed. He takes it straight to the hoop and reminds us why this team made it all the way to the playoffs last season. Amadi Simlon drop steps to the hoop and finds Joseph Ndishu in the corner. Buckets! It's a great way to finish the game for St. Paul's University, but they still fall to the more experienced team, Technical University of Kenya, losing 19 to TUK's 40 points.
Actually, we lost the game due to our defensive formations.
Basically, what made us to win was our hard work, good defense. These guys really were shooting. but we managed to penetrate through their defense and through our hard work, through the fast breaks, and that's what made us to win.
It is great to see how the new teams in the ZUBL are doing. As we've just seen, St. Paul's have a great shooter in their ranks. He dropped 3 trays over this weekend. And that is where our lesson for the day is coming from: shooting. Like we have said time and again, stance is important. What do I see in the games? Some players have their feet too close to each other. What does that cause? Like we said before, it becomes easy to guard you, and you cannot be able to apply the principles of shooting when your feet are too close to each other. What's the other problem? Players have their feet too wide apart. Like we said, you'll be too low, and therefore you cannot be able to get to your shooting stance as quickly as possible. So what is the right stance? From our first 2 lessons we said, the right stance to have is a triple threat position. And what is that? You have to have your feet shoulder width apart, your knees 90 degrees bent, your back straight, your eyes on target, and if you have the ball, you pocket it. If you don't have the ball, your hands are ready to catch. Another major issue I see is how the players grip the ball. 2 problems arise here. 1, some players grip the ball too wide. It means their hands are too wide apart on each other on the basketball. The second one is that their hands are too close to each other on the basketball. What does this cause? It causes 3 major problems. 1, you'll not be able to give your basketball direction to the rim. 2, you won't be able to have a follow through. And 3, when you're shooting the basketball, it needs a spin for it to be able to hit the rim properly and go in. So what is the right way to grip the basketball? 1, you need to form a T with your 2 thumbs. Not too close to each other, not too far from each other. And 2, most importantly, your other 8 fingers need to be spread around the basketball evenly, giving you a good grip and good control of the basketball in your hands. So once your players have understood the essence of the stance and how to grip the ball, the next thing you need to teach them are the 4 basic principles of shooting. And these are in the acronym BEEF, which is B-E-E-F. What do these stand for? B stands for balance. It means once you have the right stance, it is not easy for you to be knocked off your shooting stance, and you can be able to get a good arc on your basketball. 2 is elbow. Every time you shoot the basketball, you need to tuck in your elbow to be able to give your ball good direction and a follow through. 3 is eye. Every time in basketball, you need to be eyeing the target. And the last one is F, which is for follow through. Like we said before, once you have tucked in your elbow and you have released the ball, you need to be able to stretch out your hand, hold your follow through, and snap your wrist to give the ball the backspin. Once the tenets of good shooting have been mastered by the players, they can be able to shoot the ball from various situations. The first one being off the dribble. In order to shoot effectively off the dribble, you need to jump stop after your last dribble, pocket the ball, get into a triple threat stance, and use the BEEF tenets to shoot the ball. The second situation is when you introduce a second player into the team. Now, the player is receiving a pass from his teammate, and therefore must be able to shoot the ball off the pass. To be able to shoot effectively off the pass, you either jump stop or step into the pass. Get into a triple threat position, use the BEEF tenets to shoot the basketball. And that concludes the lesson of the day. And it's back to you, Silalei, from the basketball grounds of Laiser Hill.
Amadou, thank you so much for the time that you've given us here. Maybe you can tell us what are the most exciting countries to be a young player in right now in Africa?
All over Africa. I mean, the potential for basketball development is tremendous. We have a lot of young African players who are playing in the NBA, and a lot of these young players have come through programs like Basketball Without Borders, and they're coming back in the summer to do camps. I know Serge Ibaka did a camp in Brazzaville, Biombo the same in the DRC, Gorgui Dieng in Senegal. These players that are coming back to inspire you know, the younger brothers and sisters around the game of basketball is a huge story that we have to keep putting in the forefront, because it's about really presenting role model to our youth. Initiatives like what Giants of Africa is doing and other NGO on the continent that are using basketball as a platform to reach young people, teach the fundamentals of the game, but also you tie in the life skill element. It's about affording young Africans the opportunity to live their dream, to live their passion for the sport.
How can having a university basketball league change the game in Africa, especially when you have companies invest such large amounts of money and time into a university basketball league?
That's a space we're very excited about, because if you look at the model in the US, that's really the, you know, training ground, so to speak, for the NBA. And there's a clear path for a young player to develop and turn into an elite player. You know, you start at grassroots level, then you're good enough, there's an opportunity to move on to if you're good enough, to the top league, which is the NBA or other leagues in around the world. In Africa, what we hope to see is that, you know, that development path, you know, where young people can start, you know, at an early age and have, you know, different steps to really continue to improve their talent and hone their skills.
Where would the NBA like to see African basketball about 10 years from now?
At NBA Africa, from the get-go, we thought that there was a unique opportunity to really localize our development initiative. We want local heroes. We are consistently focusing on putting the fundamentals, laying out the groundwork, you know, really growing the sport, focusing on grassroots. But most importantly, it's not just about the players that are playing the game. We have to develop a local expertise, building capacity across the board. My job is not to come and find that next Hakeem Olajuwon, but it's about giving all young people, boys and girls, an opportunity to play the sport. So opportunities are here. You know, where do we want to see the game in 10 years? I mean, obviously more African players excelling in the sport, playing at the highest level, but most importantly, more leagues at a local basis across the continent for the talent that we have, that we develop, can have platforms right here in Africa. Making sure that the profile of the sport is high. You know, I mean, it's about establishing basketball as a clear #2 sport on a global basis. It is a #2 sport around the world. In some countries, it is a #1 sport, but we want to make sure that it is accessible across Africa, so that young people who want to play it or who didn't even know they have talent for it get exposed to it.
Between Basketball Without Borders, NBA Cares, and Giants of Africa, they're constantly looking how to give back to the community and to grow the sport internationally.
Love it, man. Very, very admirable. And I love what Amadou said, that he's not here to look for the next Dikembe Mutombo. He's here just to provide an opportunity for all young players, you know, to play basketball.
That's right, that's right. And if the facilities are provided for and the infrastructures are available, hey, there's no reason why the next Dikembe Mutombo will not emerge in the next few years.
And we're looking forward for that, by the way.
Yes, we are.
And talking about facilities, this place we're in right here, Laiser Hill, has produced a guy called Hashim Thabit. Now, this guy got a chance to play in the NBA. He's doing it big time, which goes to show that if these coaching standards are increased, you know, if we have better investment in terms of academics, if we have better skills development, better infrastructure, then we'll see more young people taking their game to the next level.
And through the seasons of BAQE, we've come across several institutions who focus on the student athlete. I'm talking about UCU in Uganda to USIU right here in Kenya. They're taking academics, mashing it together with sports, and making it a real thing.
That's what this game is about. That's what BAQE is about. But you know what? Our time is up. We need to chomoka. But you know what? We're still on social media. Send us a tweet using our handle @BAQE Nation. We're on Facebook. Drop us a line. We'd love to hear from you. Add your voice to this conversation. Go to our page, BAQE, like it, drop us a wall post. If you're online, go to our website, www.zubl.org. Super fresh things popping there. That's what's happening.
Please don't forget our hashtag is Discover the Passion. So whenever you're on Facebook, Twitter, wherever you may be, use that hashtag. We are discovering the passion right here on BAQE Silalei Award together with my man D&G. Catch us every Thursday at 8:30 p.m. on Zuku Sports.